Hey guys, good evening and happy Wednesday, my friends. This is Kim, independent designer with Chalk Couture and Chalk is Chic. I hope that you are doing super fantastic today and having a great day. I'm going to get this pulled up super quick and shared over onto my VIP page in case somebody wants to hop over there. But guys, it has been a busy day. I had a special request from one of my VIP people to do this particular transfer, and I have done it before. It's been though on a different live, and I don't know that I've actually shared this in my business page, so we're going to do that tonight. But it's called You'll Never Know, Dear. It is one of my all-time favorite songs. Absolutely positively love it. You Are My Sunshine, if you have not heard that song in a hot minute. Super cute. We're going to do this kind of neutral, very muted palettes, but it's a size C transfer. I know it's sold out online. I do have multiple copies, so if you need one, I can hook you up. But it's You'll Never Know, Dear, How Much I Love You. And then it comes with our little rainbow pieces at the bottom. So we're going to work on this first piece up here at the top. And I have demoed with this quite a few times. It's been in closed Facebook parties, so not really here live. So we're not fuzzing this one or starting with a fuzz because this one I have used multiple times. So if you use a transfer over and over and over and over and over again, eventually the sticky is going to wear off. I mean, it takes 8 to 12 times easily. Some of my transfers have been much longer than that. But it depends also on the surface that you're using, what happens to it and how long it lasts, and then how well you take care of it. So you do want to make sure you take care of it really well. Clean it as soon as you're done with it. Let it air dry and do its thing, but don't let it be exposed to air forever. Hello, Miss Christina. So we're going to start with some very muted colors. We're going to be using some pretty general colors with this. Just because I want to make sure we kind of keep this super neutral, but also just to have the ability to move with some different colors down here at the bottom. So I'm going to start with Storm up here at the top. And let me see. I'm just looking to see what kind of squeegee I have. I'm going to use one of our old school squeegees that's longer and wider and covers more space. We'll see how this does. But we're just going to squeegee on and squeegee off. Again, you can never put too much Chalkology paste on your project, really and truthfully. Whatever you put too much of, you can squeegee right back off. No big deal. So we're just squeegeeing on and squeegeeing off, making sure we have all this covered. And this is the biggest part of the whole entire transfer. Just the biggest moving part. So we're just squeegeeing off any excess. That looks good. And I'm going to wipe this little piece of... had a little bit of paste on the side. We're going to go ahead and pull up our transfer. Remember, you want to pull top to bottom or side to side. You never want to pull corner to corner. You just want to pull it evenly up. And there is that gorgeous font. One of my favorite fonts. If you watch me long enough, you know that one of my things I get excited over is some fonts. And that one sure is a really cute one. So we're going to go ahead and dry this. Even though I don't have to dry it, I'm just going to dry especially down here because I always get a little bit crazy and I always find wet Chalkology paste. So we're going to start next with some colors. And again, I'm using some very muted colors. Our little rainbow pattern that we have here has the number down here at the bottom. And then we also have our registration marks so we can use those to line up our transfer. I do want to use very muted colors though, and keep quite a muted color scheme. So I am going to go with some Couture teal, some very basic bright pastel-y kind of colors. So we're going to go with Couture Teal. We will do Coral. Let me get this teal stirred up really quick. We'll do Teal, Coral, and let's see. I know Wisteria is not one of our Chalkology paste colors. However, I might use Wisteria. It's a really soft purple. And I'm thinking probably a yellow. A really light yellow like daffodil. I'm just getting this Couture Coral mixed up because it is down to the skinny on that one. Let's get Wisteria. So Wisteria is a retired paste color, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I hate to not include it because it's a really pastel-y color, kind of the theme I'm going after. And our daffodil. So we're going to line up our rainbow and give it a whirl. So let's start with number 1. And remember, you want to chalk your registration marks. So we do want to chalk registration marks. We're going to line it up right here in the center and do our little registration marks as well. We're just going to squeegee on and squeegee off. And making sure everything is covered. And then we're going to go ahead and do a chalk pull for this one. And we'll go ahead and dry this because we do want our under part to be dry so we can do our next layer. So we're just drying this little piece. You do want to make sure your board returns to a cold or cooler temperature. You don't want to chalk on it whenever it's hot. And you also don't want to use your transfer on your board when it's hot. So we're going to let that set for just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and start by fuzzing this next piece of the transfer. And let's see. We'll do them in the order that they are. I think that they will be fine. We're just fuzzing really well, filling that to make sure it's good. And then we're going to line up our registration marks as best we can. And then I'm not pushing down anywhere except right here, which is where I want to be. I'm not worried about pushing down in any other section other than where I want to chalk. I'm using my multi-tool, so it will also provide less force on my transfer whenever I'm doing this second line of chalking. Go ahead and peel this up. And that had a little bit of too much water, it looks like. Let me just dry really quick. We'll see what it looks like. We may have to repeat that really quick, but that's not a big deal. It just looked a little bit watery, the Chalkology paste, because I did have to add some water to it. So I'm going to show you really quick how you can correct it. So there's a number of things that you can do. There is a lot of Chalkology paste there. So I'm actually going to clean off this transfer and wipe this clean completely and get it cleaned off, because you're not going to want that on your board. So we're going to dry that super quick. It's going to be ready to use pretty instantaneously. And here is how I would fix it. You can chalk over this if you want to, or you can use your board scraper and just scrape off this section of the rainbow. It's really easy to do. You don't have to keep that section of the rainbow there. You can scrape it off. And then you're going to want to blow all this away because you're not going to want to chalk over it. So we're going to blow it away. Let's blow that away. I'll just have a floor to clean after this live, if that's okay. So we're blowing that away. Then you can take a wet cloth and just go over this little bitty section. One of the reasons why I don't use a wet towel or anything near a section where I'm cleaning or wanting to clean or take off a design is because you can inadvertently get the paste from your previous design and accidentally pull that off. So we're going to be able to line that up and get that area covered. So we're just giving it a quick dry. And we'll go ahead and fix this. No worries. So we fuzzed our transfer after we cleaned it. We're going to line it up again using our registration marks that were already chalked for us. And we'll just chalk that one more time. So if you have too much water in your chalk paste, it can actually make it less desirable of a consistency. So you want to be sure you don't have too much water. And I'm down to the very bare bones of this jar of Couture Teal or Couture Coral. Probably could have done well to open up a new jar. But I am working with what is open right now. And we'll get a new one open after this live is over. So we just squeegeed on and squeegeed off. We're going to lightly peel. And there is our next part of our rainbow. We're going to go ahead and give that a quick dry. Not too terrible. So once we get this part of our rainbow dry, we'll be ready for our next little piece. And we're going to fuzz number 3. And make sure we get it fuzzed really well because we have layering to do. I love it too, Callista. It's one of my favorites. It is sold out currently online, but I do have extra copies if someone is interested and needs this transfer because it sure is cute. I'm going to push barely down right there. Again, you don't want to over push down. You want to just barely push down, whatever you need to push. And again, this wisteria is a discontinued color, but it's so cute with this. I could not help myself. We're just having to use this color because it goes with our little theme here. So cute. And then we're going to dry one more time for our last little bit of rainbow. And one of the cool things, you could use our heart pattern cutouts with this. And to be honest with you guys, a lot of times people get aggravated when colors discontinue. For the purple in particular, you could very easily add iris and bright white together to get a lighter purple color. It's very easy to do that. You can use our color trays and mix bright white with any of our colors and make them lighter than what we have. Iris is just one of those that is just, wisteria is one of those that is just, I mean, it's like literally one of my all-time favorite purples. Even over grape soda, and that's saying a lot. If you're a Chalk Couture fan, you know grape soda, and I love wisteria more than I do grape soda, and that is saying a whole lot. Daffodil is our next color up. We're going to take it, and again, we are going to squeegee on and squeegee off. I am very lightly squeegeeing, guys. I'm not doing it very heavily because I don't want to push down on the transfer underneath. And we're going to lift. Now, I will tell you one of my secrets that I use quite a bit is using squeegees as a means to keep my transfer off. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. Let's get this dry really quick. because y'all know me. I'm going to find the wet chalk paste. I always find the wet chalk paste. So I'll show you what I mean by that. If you're chalking and you are layering near something and you don't want your transfer to lay on top of where you just chalked, guys, you can use a squeegee. Put your squeegees down, and then you could put down your transfer, and it keeps your transfer off of what you just chalked. So if we wanted to do that down here, we certainly could have, to help keep that transfer off of the one we just did before. Now, this is, hey Whitney, this is one of my favorite transfers. I just absolutely adore it. I know that I've done it live in Facebook parties. It's kind of hard to remember where I've done it live because I've done it so many times, but I'm using a popsicle stick just to knock off those registration marks. You don't need them anymore. And there is your completed project. The cool thing I love about this transfer and all of our transfers is you can use them over and over again, anywhere from 8 to 12 times. And if you are one of those gift givers like I am, I love to give gifts. This makes a perfect baby shower gift. You can make it gender neutral. You can make it specific for the room colors. And it is just a really phenomenal gift. It's very, very, very economical. You can reuse the transfer over and over and over again until your heart is content or until you run out of babies to make these for. And it's just super fantastic. But this is You'll Never Know Dear. Super cute size C transfer. I do have some in stock if y'all are interested. I know they're out of stock online, but I do have them, so you can let me know. Be sure to follow me on my business page, Chalk is Chic here. You can follow me here. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and if you're not a current member of my VIP group, you can comment VIP and I will be happy to get you that link and information as well. So you can follow me there with all the specials, giveaways, and all kinds of other glorious goodness that I do. But I hope y'all have a good rest of your Wednesday, and I love y'all. I'll chat with you soon. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow.